Yo, what is going on, YouTube? What's going on, everybody, man? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing out there today, man? So I'm doing pretty good today because I'm off work, all right? So it is a holiday weekend. Well, it is a week with a holiday, I meant to say, and I took the week off, right? So I'm feeling pretty good right now, feeling all right. So we're here with the COWSILLS, man. This group has been requested on the channel before. People told me to check them out. I think some of the bands that were put together for TV shows, like music groups and stuff, I think they were like kind of based or inspired off the COWSILLS. I want to say that's about right. But that's just me trying to put bits and pieces together over a lot of comment sections. So I think that's about right. But with this one, the reason I'm here at this one is because I reacted to The Doors, okay, Riders on the Storm, and that's one of the earliest times I've heard somebody use rain sounds in their video, but nature sounds, right? So I was like, were the Doors kind of the first ones to do this and use like nature sounds in their music? And people said, well, you know, there were other instances that they could remember. I want to say this is probably the earliest instance. So if you guys know of one even before this that became popular or that was on your radar, I'm interested, right? Because I just find stuff like that kind of interesting. I don't know why the first time they've used sounds and incorporated this and that, it's just always cool to me, man. It's you're putting some history together, right? Kind of sweeping the fingerprints, and it's pretty cool. It's just fun for me. So let's go ahead and get into this one, though. This is the COWSILLS, The Rain, The Park, and Other Things. Haven't heard this group before, definitely haven't heard the song before. So let's go ahead and take a dive, man, and see what's up. Here we go.
I saw her sitting in the rain, raindrops falling on her. She didn't seem to care. She sat there and smiled at me. Then I knew she could make me happy. Flowers in her hair, flowers everywhere. She simply caught my eye. I love the flower girl. She seemed so sweet and kind. She crept into my mind.
Oh, this is so innocent. All the harmonies, man.
I knew I had to say hello. She smiled up at me. Then she took my hand. We walked through the park alone.
Cool sound.
And I knew
Look
she
at that.
had made me happy. Flowers in her hair, flowers everywhere. Oh, I don't know just why. She simply caught my eye. She
That
seemed
the
so
high
sweet and kind. She crept
harmonies,
into my
the low. Man,
Suddenly the sun broke through.
all those keys
I
are...
turned around, she was gone. And all I had left was one little flower in my hand. But I knew she had made me happy. Flowers in her hair, flowers everywhere.
Oh, that's so good.
Was she reality or just a dream to me? Her love showed me the way to find a sunny day.
Hey, this is great. When you think about them in the studio putting this one together, man, identifying what sounds they're gonna use, how they're gonna sing those harmonies in the background, just everything about it. Let me see if I can find that part. I love Uh, I love this one part. All right, right here, man. I just love this. I don't know why. It's just immense joy hearing him sing this part right here. I mean, everything, the whole singing on this is really freaking great. But this one part, I don't know why, it just put me in a pocket right here.
Flowers in her hair.
Love it up right here.
Flowers everywhere. Was she reality or just a dream to me?
Oh, dude, this song goes, man. Very fun one, very good. It's rich, man. This is rich. It sounds I guess it sounds 60s, right? But in my mind, prior to making this channel, I thought this was a 50s sound. So I'm starting to understand. Yeah, this is a 60s sound, not a 50s sound. But man, this is just fun. It's innocent. It's innocent music. Like maybe that's one of the things about today is innocent music. Sure, it probably exists. It's probably being created. It's not popular though, I would say. What's really seems popular, you know, the shock value or the freakiness, right? Which whatever. I mean, different strokes for different folks. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying it's fun now to tap into such an innocent time where things definitely sound simpler. And I'm sure it wasn't always like that on the music. Of course, I found out people are trying to sneak in drug references all the time, sex references. So it's always been what a lot of artists have wanted to do. There were just bigger restrictions that stopped them from doing that at this time. So it's fun though to tap in every now and then and hear something innocent, light, fluffy, fun. It's cool, you know, it's just different. So I enjoyed the sound of this very much. I thought this was a well put together song. All right, so let's look a little bit into the song, man. It says The Rain, the Park, and Other Things right here, released in 1967. Call it psychedelic pop, bubblegum pop, sunshine pop. So I was definitely expecting bubblegum and sunshine. I wasn't expecting psychedelic. The reason is it looked like a family, a full family, and even kids in there. So I wouldn't think the intention was for people to get high on their music, but maybe it was, right? Maybe they were just that genius. They're like, hey, we could hit all genres, man. We could hit the mom, the dad, the kiddos, and even the ones hitting up the garage, popping some LSD and stuff. I don't know, you know, maybe they were just marketing geniuses with this stuff. So we've got The Rain, the Park, and Other Things is a pop song with music and lyrics co-written by Artie Kornfeld and Steve Duboff. It was recorded by the pop band the COWSILLS and included on the 1967 self-debut album. Released as a single, the song reached #2 on the Billboard charts. All right, the recordings, man. The song was written, of course, like we said, specifically for the COWSILLS. Bob COWSILL said Kornfeld told him they had written it in 2 hours. The COWSILLS did not play on the earliest recording. Studio musicians were brought in to provide the music for this song and many of the earlier singles. For this record, the arranger was Jimmy Winsner. Musicians included Gene Bianco on harp, Vinnie Bell, Charles Macy, and Al Gorgani on guitar, Joe Macho on bass, Artie Butler on organ, Paul Griffin on piano, George Divins on percussion, and Buddy Saltzman and Al Rogers on drums, man. So there we go. There was that harp, man. That must have been that step ladder string sound that we were hearing. The whimsical, the harp, man. That had to be that, dude. It's such genius for this song, right? I don't know if well, I don't know, maybe just harps worked in pop at this time. A harp is an instrument I don't know much about. I haven't seen much in any of the music I've reacted to, but I feel like I've heard it twice lately, and of course both songs being in the 60s. The harp, man, of course the organ, an instrument I absolutely love. I have loved. Kornfeld had planned to use the sound of the rainstorm as the song's intro, but the recordings of real rain proved to be faint to hear on the record. Instead, he used a stock sound of sizzling bacon, guys, to emulate rain. This is why audio engineers are geniuses, man. Well, I don't know if that's what he was, but he's been in the studio. He learned some tricks. He used sizzling bacon to imitate rain, man. That is pretty cool, man. Originally recorded in the late 1966 with Bill on the lead vocals, the backing vocals of his mother, Barbara, were added onto the finished product after the initial sessions at Kornfeld's suggestion. The song was originally recorded at the AR studio. That's one thing I really liked about this recording with the harmonies, is I felt like they did opposite of what I'm used to, right? Typically, I'm used to hearing the women on the harmonies singing the higher harmonies and the men trying to sing the lower harmonies. I felt like they did that reversed. You guys let me know, but it sounded like the men or the boys were singing the high harmonies and the women were playing into the lower harmonies. That's what I thought I was hearing, and that was actually nice. It was different than what I'm used to. It doesn't make or break a song, but it was cool. It shows that they were thinking differently. The song is known by many as the Flower Girl. That was the original title, but MGM Records president Warren Nassatir suggested that the title be changed in order to avoid confusion with Scott McKenzie's contemporaneous hit single San Francisco, Be Sure to Wear Flowers in Your Hair. Okay, so I don't think I've heard that one either. So lyrical content in the song, the narrator states that he saw a flower girl sitting in the rain, said hello, and took a lovely walk in the park until when the rain stops and the sun breaks through, she disappears. However, the narrator still feels happy about the flower girl and asks in the final verse, was she reality or just a dream to me, man? That is interesting. Okay. And there it says the song was used in the Floyd's fantasy scene in the 1994 Dumb and Dumber. So I have seen that film, which means I probably heard this, but I don't know how old. I was pretty young at that age, so I don't remember this one in that movie. Right here we got the COWSILLS. They're coming out of Rhode Island, US, and they're, of course, their genres bubblegum pop, psychedelic pop, rock, and roll, man. Their years active. They're still going today, but they've had some breaks here and there and long periods of breaks as well. Every member of the group has been a COWSILL. Okay, so the COWSILLS are an American singing group from Newport, Rhode Island. 6 siblings noted for performing professionally and singing harmonies at an early age later with their mother. Okay, so we got 6 siblings and their mother, I guess, that did all this together, man. And I think that's pretty cool. This is insane. So I think the earliest, prior to making this channel, the earliest group I had known that was a family group was the Jacksons. But it looks like they have been predated by other groups, including the COWSILLS here. And I'm wondering, guys, is there a bigger group or just as big group that came about before the COWSILLS? But either way, this song was magnificent. And it sounds like a lot of it was composed before they even got the COWSILLS involved. So mad shout out to, let's see. Yeah, mad shout out here to Kornfeld and Duboff as well, because it sounds like they put a lot of the music together prior to having them join on the track, and that was put together really well. Like, let's not sleep on that. That was put together really well. So shout out here, man. A great song right here with the COWSILLS. Let me know if there's more to tap into. I assume there is going to be after that one, man. So I'd appreciate that very much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed rocking with me here today, man. I enjoyed listening to this one with you guys. So thank you so much. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to like, subscribe. Check out the descriptions down below for other ways you can help the channel, including becoming a member here on my YouTube, my Patreon, or donation request, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.